Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kid Frizz once again, Mr. Fix-It. What I am making here today is a succulent circular garden area for my succulent plants. So if you're gonna do it this way, I went 62 diameter by 62, and you're gonna need your bender boards here. And I put some metal posts here so that you get heavy rain. You don't have to worry about your circle sliding on you. So I use 4 of these. I just hammered them down into the ground so that will keep the cement base from sliding anywhere. So I use 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's gonna be 4 inches deep. Yeah, I have to get some bender boards. This took about 4 bender boards. Okay, and where you needed to use another bender board, I cut a piece off the bender board that I already had to connect it like that. See there? So buy you 2 packs of stakes, Home Depot, 4 bender boards. Okay, now I'm getting ready to pour my concrete into the bender board area here. And once that dried, then I would use mortar cement to place my stones on top, going all the way around. So this 62 by 62. So we could call it 5 feet by 5 feet. Okay, so let me get started on mixing the concrete. For this size here, 5 feet by 5 feet, I'm using 7 cement bags. And I'll show you how to calculate that a little bit later in the video. Okay, guys, what I did here, I bought a piece of tubing here, this 1/2 inch tubing, 1/2 inch circumference. So I made a hole through my bender board and put my tube in there, and when I pour the concrete, it will be inside the concrete. And that is simply for drainage, okay? Because you don't want to have a hard rain and it start filling up here. So if the water get up high, it'll start draining through the tube, okay? Okay, so there you have it, where I filled it with concrete all the way around. 4 inches worth. There's my drain pipe right there, sticking out. So I will let this dry, get some mortar, then begin to place my bricks down and around there. It actually took about 4.5 bags, about 4.5 bags of concrete when you're using the 60-pound bag. Now what I'm going to do is remove the bender board from the dried concrete. I actually waited 24 hours the next day, but you don't have to wait that long. It don't take that long to dry, maybe a good 3 to 4 hours, but I waited till the next day. So I've already removed the outside bender board. Now I'm going to remove the inside. Just want to begin to tap the stakes with the hammer. Be sure not to hit the concrete. See how it separates? See how it separates just by doing that? Yeah. Then you pull it up. Just hit the stakes, not the concrete. So you have to be careful. You don't want to crack the concrete. There you have it. Once you get it tampered loose a little bit, stick your hand in there behind the bender board. Just pull up. It should start working its way up. Just like that. Be sure not to damage that, so you want to pull that out. Get your bender board away from the hole, then go up like that. Away from the hole, then go up. There you have it. I finished removing. I will finish removing my stakes. Start laying the mortar for the stone. After I lay the mortar for the stones and lay the stones on top, you can actually paint this whatever color you want it. Make it look real pretty. It's not hard at all, guys. You can do it. That's it, guys. I'm mixing the mortar now to put on top of the circle that I made here, and set my stones on top. The key to mixing this mortar is you don't have to go crazy with the water. Just a little bit of water. Then you add the mortar. I got the gray mortar. And make sure you get the ones that is used. Let me turn this around. See that? That is used for stone. You see that stone and that mark there? I mean, you can use this for stone. The Versabond mortar. And I have the gray. So just add a little bit of water. You want it to kind of thicken to like a peanut butter style. If it's too loose, you just add a little bit more mortar and keep blending. That's the key. Not hard at all. Just don't go crazy with the water. I believe a half a bucket will do the job that I need to get done here. So I might want that a little bit more thicker, so I'm gonna add a little bit more mortar. So you just take it step by step. Okay, now I got the thickness that I want from my mortar. Guys, make sure you have another bucket with some clean water there, so you can rinse off your tool. That stuff will dry up on your mixing tool, and it'll get hard. Okay. Okay, so what I did here was took a piece of cardboard and cut out the pattern that I need to cut the remaining stone. So that's gonna be my pattern from this cardboard. Take your pattern, squeeze it through there, trim out the pattern. So I use my pencil to draw the outline there. Use the board, remove the board there. That's where I'll be cutting, and it should drop right in. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to mix the grout now for the grout line here. It calls for 2 quarts, but I'm gonna use half the bag, so I only need about 1 quart of water since I'm using half of the bag. So Siri told me 32 ounces equals 1 quart. And this is a 16 ounce measuring cup. So we're gonna go with 2 cups of this will be 2 cups will be 32 ounces, which equals 1 quart. So we're gonna go with 2 full cups here, and that should be enough to mix half of a bag of grout, because the bag calls for 2 quarts. So we're doing 1 bag, because 1 quart, because we're doing half of a bag. So that should be enough that I need for this project. So I'm gonna start mixing that up. And that is how it looks when you finish grouting it. Just like that. Now I have to pour my soil in there. Then for the top, I'm gonna use these white marble chips by Vigoro. Might end up needing about 2 or 3 more bags. So I will show you the completed project as soon as I'm done and planting the flowers. Okay guys, what I'm doing now is painting the base brick the same color as the house, beige color. So I'm painting the base of the brick the same color. I want to keep everything consistent. And I'm using the cardboard, shaped it to a U shape so I don't get any dirt from the ground on the brush. Give you another shot when I finish here. Okay guys, I finished painting the base. That's how it turned out. I also painted the little drain hole that I have there, so it's kind of camouflaged in. You can see the drain hole there. Painted that also, so now it's kind of camouflaged in where it's not just noticeable. Next is putting the weed base lining in there, then putting the soil in, then the plants, and then the white stone marble chips. Then I think it's gonna look pretty nice once I'm completed. So I'll get back with you.